Raila Amolo Odinga is going to be declared the next president of the Republic of Kenya, either in August or after runoff. I know there are some people who will disagree with what I'm trying to say, but the truth of the matter is that fate has actually conspired to make Raila Odinga the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Raila Odinga has contested for the presidency, I think 4 times. That was in 1997, 2007, 2013, and 2017. And for us to understand how fate has actually conspired to hand the presidency to Raila Amolo Odinga, I want us to go back a bit. How many people thought that Raila Odinga would still be a factor after the last general election? As a matter of fact, after that election, I know so many allies of Raila Amolo Odinga who believed that Raila Odinga was done and dusted. And many of them actually started negotiating with Jubilee. Many of them. So in this video today, I want to demonstrate to you guys how fate has conspired to hand over the presidency to Raila Amolo Odinga. The Deputy President, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, is going to do everything possible to win the presidency. But he's not going to succeed. But before we get into all those details, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. I want to be a bit systematic, so I want you to also listen to me carefully. I'm saying that fate has conspired to hand Raila Odinga the presidency. The question is how? The answer are this. Number one, let us begin with the handshake. Who knew that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga would even have the handshake? Who knew that? The truth of the matter is that this handshake is part of this fate I'm talking about. After being declared the President of the Republic of Kenya and being sworn in, President Uhuru Kenyatta realized that the country was divided. And as fate would have it, his deputy president, who was his real brother, Dr. William Ruto, also thought that he needed to start campaigning for 2022. And in his own plans, he started plotting on how to remove Uhuru from government, or how to sabotage President Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta realized that it was not going to be possible for him to rule this country when the country was divided that much. So Uhuru, in his own wisdom, decided to reach out to Raila Amolo Odinga. And the two had that handshake. Now, let me explain to you how this handshake has helped Raila Odinga. Many people had believed that Raila Odinga was not going to survive the next 5 years if Ruto and Uhuru are united. The truth of the matter is, assuming William Samoei Ruto, the Ruto we are seeing today, who is out of government, was in government, controlling state machinery, and Raila Odinga we are seeing today was in the opposition, Ruto would have overrun everybody in this country. The truth of the matter is that even majority of governors supporting Raila Odinga would be with Ruto today. So that handshake is the main reason why Raila Odinga survived up to now. Because he now was close to Uhuru Kenyatta, Uhuru was the president, Raila Odinga started enjoying power. Most people who had planned to leave, those who are planning to go to Jubilee, started coming back to him. And that's how Raila Odinga has managed to survive up to now. If you've been following Raila Odinga's campaign up to this point, one thing is clear, that it seems that the campaigns are well oiled. How and why? I attribute that primarily to the handshake. The Azimio Mashinani or Mtani, led by Joho, Junet, Sabina Chege, Kanini Kega, and Ledama Olekina are traversing all parts of this country using choppers. I'm seeing them using fixed wing. Like when they were in Migori, there was a fixed wing, there were choppers here and there. That was not the ODM we used to know. That is because the fate has conspired through the handshake to hand Raila Odinga the presidency. The second fate we are talking about, which happened, and most of you are still unable to understand why it happened. Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto fallout. If there's one thing which is really making William Ruto bitter, is this fallout. William Ruto believes that he has always supported President Uhuru Kenyatta and that the president was supposed to support him. But fate wants Raila Odinga to be the president. So these two guys from nowhere just fell out. And after the fallout, which is bitter, President Uhuru Kenyatta is now determined to ensure that his deputy does not succeed him. You see how fate is working. The deputy president is trying, but the president himself is saying there is no way you are going to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. What does that mean? It means simple thing. That Uhuru Kenyatta is going to put all his efforts on making sure that Raila Odinga becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Uhuru Kenyatta has done his own opinion polls. Those opinion polls are telling him that the only person who can become the next president, apart from Ruto, who can defeat Ruto, is actually Raila Odinga. So fate is forcing the president to support Raila Odinga, because without fate, I'm sure the president would have even gone for Gideon Moi, or even Moses Wetang, or even Musalia Mudavadi, or even Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. But fate has conspired. The fallout between President Uhuru Kenyatta and and William Samoei Arap Ruto. The third thing, which is historical and is also conspiring to make Raila Odinga the president of the Republic of Kenya, is actually Jomo Kenyatta and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's fallout. You know, the truth of the matter is that there are a majority of Kenyans who strongly believe that the problems you are witnessing in this country can be traced back to the fallout between Jaramogi and Jomo Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta is the son of Jomo. Raila Odinga is the son of Jaramogi. So these two gentlemen have the last opportunity to fix that. So something which has been lying there, fate is conspiring to bring it back. So Uhuru is now keen on fixing that historical fallout. Raila Odinga is also keen on leaving a legacy that next time the story of Jaramogi and Jomo Kenyatta will only be read in books, but not applied the way it has always been applied. So that fallout, which took place several years back, is coming back. That's why I'm saying, if you know you are supporting William Ruto, please support him. But at the back of your mind, just know that there is something called fate, which is conspiring to make Raila Odinga the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Now, let us go and look at the fourth thing. Why I believe that fate is making Raila Odinga the next president. Campaign resources. You know, Raila Odinga has contested for the presidency 4 times. Let us leave 1997, 2007, 2012 or 2013, and 2017. During those periods, Raila Odinga campaigned. In 2007, his campaigns were well-oiled. He had a lot of backers. 2013, again, because so many people had hoped that Raila Odinga was going to win after the show in 2007. In 2017, Raila Odinga's campaign actually struggled. That's one bit most people don't understand. NASA campaigns really struggled. They didn't have resources. But Let us now go to 2022. Fit. Who are supporting Raila Odinga? Number one, Raila Odinga will come to this campaign with his own resources and those of his friends, the way he would have done without the handshake. But now, President Uhuru Kenyatta is now keen on Raila Odinga becoming the president. What does that mean? That means that when it comes to campaign resources, fate is handing it over to Raila Odinga. President Uhuru Kenyatta is going to pump a lot of money in this campaign. He's the president, which means even the deep state and the state resources are going to be used to the advantage of Raila Odinga. The other day I was reading that in the budget there is a location for innovation of Raila Odinga's office. I mean, has that ever happened in this country? The Mount Kenya Mafia. In 2013, 2017, these guys raised funds for Kibaki and they also raised funds for Uhuru to defeat Raila Odinga. Now, these guys are taking this matter in their own hands and they are saying that they are going to support Raila Odinga with all their resources. Raila Odinga's entry into the mountain can actually be attributed to the Mount Kenya Foundation. So fate is working. So that's how fate is conspiring to make Raila Odinga the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Lastly, the Mount Kenya. Since Raila Odinga ventured into politics, he enjoyed the support of the Mount Kenya in 2007. Massive. Why? Because he supported Mwai Kibaki. From that time up to before the handshake, Raila Odinga was actually number one enemy in the larger Mount Kenya region. You only needed to attack Raila Odinga to be declared a member of parliament or a senator. Someone like Anne Waiguru was able to win her gubernatorial seat, not because of anything, but because of the fact that Raila Odinga made her fired. As we speak now, fate is conspiring, and Mount Kenya people are actually going to vote for Raila Odinga. I thought initially that that vote was going to be around 30% to 40%. Based on the information I'm getting, if Ruto is not careful, Raila Odinga is likely to win in the larger Mount Kenya region, or to even get 50 or 40 something percent. So that's fate. A region which never voted and nobody thought would vote for Raila Odinga is now changing to an extent that the deputy president is also changing his own strategy. Yesterday he was supposed to be in Kirinyaga, had to be postponed. In Nyeri, he had to just organize town hall meetings. In Murang'a, where he still enjoys massive support, that's where he's conducting his usual rallies. So when I talk of fate, just look at them from that particular perspective. And now let me give you a bonus. How fate is working. The One Kenya Alliance movement leadership, or the formation of One Kenya Alliance. Raila Odinga in the last election had a coalition, and that coalition was called NASA. NASA collapsed. Mudavadi and Weta left. And after leaving, One Kenya Alliance emerged. But One Kenya Alliance alone cannot make Raila Odinga the president. But the benefit of the departure of Weta is simple. It now gives Raila Odinga the opportunity to choose a running mate. Either Kalonzo, now reduced to Mount Kenya. He can decide to choose either Kalonzo Musyoka, because Mudavadi is not there, Weta is not there. So he can decide, I'm going to choose Kalonzo Musyoka or someone from the larger Mount Kenya region. And Raila Odinga is now able to play out with the maths. And if the maths favors Mount Kenya region, then it means Raila Odinga can easily go to the mountain and identify a running mate there. Because Kalonzo Musyoka has already indicated that for him it's going to be Azimio, which makes it now easy for Raila Odinga to even go for someone else who is not Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. You can only term that as fate. And by Raila Odinga getting a running mate from the larger Mount Kenya region, it has advantage. One of the advantages is that he will now be able to go to the people of the larger Mount Kenya region, tell them that I'm going to appoint for you the running mate. Look at my age. Basically, this guy will be ready for the presidency in the future. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. For those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, please just give this video a thumbs up. Bye-bye.